In the frozen, desolate expanse of Antarctica, a group of American researchers faces an unimaginable threat in John Carpenter's The Thing. The film opens with a stark scene, a helicopter pursuing a sled dog across the icy wilderness, guns blazing. The researchers intervene, taking the dog into their base camp, unaware they've welcomed a shape-shifting alien entity capable of perfectly mimicking any living organism. What follows is a harrowing battle for survival as the creature infiltrates the group, turning human against human in a storm of paranoia and visceral terror. Led by helicopter pilot McCready, Kurt Russell, and camp doctor copper Richard Dysart, the team descends into chaos, wrestling not just with the monstrous invader but with their own crumbling trust. This 1982 masterpiece, initially overshadowed upon release, has since solidified its place as a pinnacle of sci-fi horror, blending relentless tension, groundbreaking practical effects, and a chilling exploration of human fragility under existential threat. From its first frame, The Thing establishes an atmosphere so thick with dread it feels almost suffocating. The Antarctic setting is more than a backdrop. It's a character in itself and a vast and different wasteland that amplifies the isolation of the researchers. The endless white horizons and claustrophobic interiors of the camp create a paradox, a world both expansively empty and crushingly confined. This duality mirrors the psychological tension brewing within the group. As the alien infiltrates their ranks, the men, each a distinct personality, yet united by shared vulnerability, descend into a primal state of suspicion. The film's genius lies in how it weaponizes their environment, using the harsh, frozen silence to heighten every creak, whisper, and sudden explosion of violence. There's no escape, no rescue coming. The real enemy could be standing inches away, wearing a familiar face. Central to the film's enduring power are Rob Bottin's legendary practical effects, which remain a benchmark for the genre. The creature's transformations are grotesque symphonies of flesh, bone, and ooze, each mutation more horrifyingly inventive than the last. These sequences aren't just displays of technical prowess, they're integral to the narrative's visceral impact. When a trusted colleague's body erupts into a nightmare of tendrils and teeth, the horror isn't merely in the spectacle but in the violation of the human form. The effects serve the story's nihilistic core, underscoring the fragility of the body and the ease with which identity can be obliterated. Decades later, these scenes retain their shock value, a testament to Bottin's artistry and Carpenter's insistence on tangible and tactile horror over the sterility of CGI. Yet The Thing isn't solely reliant on gore. Its true terror springs from the psychological unraveling of the characters. Paranoia becomes a contagion, spreading faster than the alien itself. Carpenter masterfully tightens the screws, staging confrontations where accusations fly as violently as flamethrowers. The script, adapted from a John Campbell's novel, strips away the comfort of camaraderie, revealing how quickly societal norms disintegrate under threat. McCready emerges as an unlikely leader, his weary pragmatism and iconic beard masking a razor-sharp intuition. Kurt Russell's performance is a masterclass in understated intensity, balancing vulnerability and resolve. Around him, the ensemble cast, a mix of seasoned character actors, delivers authenticity, their fear and distrust palpable. These aren't caricatures but flawed, desperate men, each grappling with the unthinkable in his own way. Carpenter's direction is taut and methodical, a slow burn that erupts into controlled chaos. The pacing mirrors the creeping dread of infection, allowing quiet moments of dialogue to simmer with unspoken fear before detonating into action. Ennio Morricone's minimalist score, a throbbing, heartbeat-like pulse, heightens the tension, its sparse notes echoing the bleak landscape. The film's structure is a relentless escalation, each act compounding the stakes. Unlike many horror films that telegraph their scares, The Thing thrives on unpredictability. Its set pieces, the blood test scene, the kennel attack, are orchestrated with precision, blending suspense and shock in equal measure. Even in quieter moments, the threat feels omnipresent, a shadow in every corner. Critics initially divided over the film's emphasis on grotesquerie have been silenced by its long-term legacy. While some dismissed it as excessive upon release, time has revealed the depth beneath its visceral surface. This is a film about more than monsters. It's a dissection of human nature under duress. The researchers' paranoia mirrors Cold War anxieties, but its themes are timeless. Distrust of the other, the fragility of identity, the animalistic drive to survive at any cost. The nihilism is unrelenting. There are no heroes here, only survivors and victims. Yet this bleakness is tempered by a strange beauty, the craftsmanship of the effects, the stark cinematography, the existential weight of its questions. The Thing also redefined the possibilities of the remake. Rather than mimic the 1951 original, Carpenter delved deeper into the source material, embracing its body horror and psychological complexity. The result is a film that stands on its own, a companion piece to Alien in its fusion of sci-fi and horror, but distinct in its icy, introspective tone. It's a testament to Carpenter's vision that the film feels both of its time and eerily prescient, a cautionary tale about the monsters we become when fear takes hold. 40 years later, The Thing remains a cornerstone of horror cinema. Its influence reverberates through countless films, yet none have replicated its perfect alchemy of atmosphere, performance, and innovation. It's a film that demands to be experienced, preferably in the dark, with the chill of its setting seeping into your bones. For newcomers, it's a gateway to the genre's potential. For devotees, an annual ritual, its power undiminished by repetition. In a landscape crowded with jump scares and CGI spectacles, The Thing endures as a reminder of horror's primal roots, the fear of the unknown, the enemy within, and the thin line between humanity and chaos. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay up to date with all my movie reviews and movie analysis. I always appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in my next video.